And good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome. October 3rd. October 3rd, 10-3, 10-3, not 10-4. 10-4 is tomorrow. 10-3. 10-3 today, my friends. How are you doing today on this fabulous Friday? Woo! Friday here. Another week in the books. It is it me or does it seem like it just flew by? Seems like it flew by to us. Now, if this is your first time here or a long time here, there's some things I need from you. I need to know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, what the weather is like in your area. On top of that, your five things. Five things. What are five things that you are going to accomplish today? Make sure that you can hear me and see me. Make sure that's all good there because we have ran into a few issues. Uh, I'm gonna make sure I scroll down to see that you can see me, hear me. Our five things. Remember, we're still a full-fledged retail store, so we have a lot of orders to get done today. So we've got DTF that needs to get printed out. We got shirts that need to be pressed. We've got deliveries that need to happen. So there's that. On the flip side of it, we've got HTV that needs to be cut, and we have meetings here this afternoon. So those are kind of our top five things. Traditionally, Fridays I try not to schedule production, so that way if things go crazy throughout the week, we have Friday to go. And that's what happened this Friday because we had short order things where people wanted stuff for this weekend, next weekend, and oh, it is a great big thing. Which that's why today's talk, really helps with that. The mock-up madness, those how to handle those endless revisions without losing your mind. And we didn't have to lose our mind this week. So that's what we got in there. Let's see. Let's check in and see there. Chrissy, new member. Chrissy, thanks for joining us. Hi, Chrissy from Gabriella. Uh, Sharon, good morning. Dallas, 68, bit of a warm up. Are you going to Impressions? That's this weekend, right? That's going on. Right there. Italy, it's cold. What's the temp over there? What's the temp over there right now? I think for us, we're going to be headed to high 80s today. That's what we're headed to. Gabriel's sister lives in Lubbock and works for Texas Vic. Very nice. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking. Did the mic work? Did the sound? Can you see me? Can you hear me? We will hope all of that works. At least I think it should. Um, Hi everyone from Sharon. Renee checking in. 66 on the way to 90. Right? That's water in the bottle, coffee in the cup, five things. Doctor appointment, mom. We'll see how much of the day is left at that, right? So much can be wonky in and out because of doctor's appointments. You just never know. You never know. Angela, good morning to you. Keith, thanks for checking in from the sunny Space Coast in Florida. Coffee in the cup. What kind of coffee you drink there, Keith? Phyllis, good morning to you. Barb, good morning. Beautiful North Central Minnesota, 56 and sunny. Water in the cup, five things. Embroidery test stitch outs, 3D printing, sewing alterations, digitizing, customer drop offs. Another beautiful day there. Uh, Raymond, good morning to you. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. That it is, my friend. Hi, Renee from Barb. Hi, Barb, back from Renee. Good morning from Lashrida. Lashidra. I think I got that. Ms. Williams, good morning to you. Uh, P. Haddon, good morning to you. The Herd Insane, very nice. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you from sunny Florida, 75, headed to the mid 80s. Good morning to you, Gabriella. And Brian, let's light this candle. That's right. Let's light this candle, baby. Brian, how's your week been, my friend? Winter type weather. So, and remember in the States, there's different types of winter. Like northern winter is different from southern winter. There's southern folks, they like are cold in winter in like 50s. Us northern folks, and it's 50s in the winter. That's shorts weather. I'm going tomorrow. Ooh, can't wait to see and hear what you think of it and what you find. Uh, Sharon, sunny Kansas, warm. Five things. Press shirts, do monthly maintenance on embroidery machines, list two new items on Etsy, and some cleaning. Very, very nice. Linda, good morning. How's the beach treating you? Cool 50s there. Uh, we're supposed to get to 83 today and tomorrow. Then Sunday drop to the 50s. I want it. I just it just needs to be nice to my birthday. That's all we ask for. I just got to call my mom. Have to switch to listing only. Off to the doctor's early. Good luck. Have fun, Renee. Water the cup for Linda. Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Very nice, Dana. Uh, and let's see. She's lip switch. Is that right? Did I get that right? Lip switch. think I got that. Famous from Athol, an hour from Boston. Very, very nice. All right. So if you're ready to get into it, I say I'm ready to get into it. We're all going to talk about mock-ups, right? Have you ever found yourself like stuck in mock-up madness? It's exhausting, right? Customers ask for design, you create it. Just when you think it's approved, they want a different font and then a different color. And then, can we just try one more thing? Little thing, just little thing. Before long, you've sunk hours into free design work without even touching the shirt. Now, for apparel decorators, endless revisions don't just eat your time, they eat your profits. Remember, profits are not a dirty word. Are not dirty words. Profit is not a dirty word. Okay. Truth is, revisions are part of the business, but they don't have to run the business. With right boundaries, systems, and communication, you can handle these revisions fairly without feeling like you're working for free. And so today we got, 5 strategies for managing that mock-up madness so you can stay in control of your designs, your time, and most importantly, your sanity. All right. So, tip 1, let's set clear limits on revisions up front. Right? Now, one of the main reasons that customers push for endless revisions is because they don't know where the line is. Right? If we don't set those expectations, they're just going to assume that changes are unlimited. And that's why the best time to stop the mock-up madness is before it starts. And you do this by setting clear limits up front. You tell your customers how many revisions are included in their order and what happens if they want more. And this isn't about being strict or unfriendly. It's really about being professional. Most people respect clear boundaries when they know them ahead of time. And if they want unlimited options, they can pay for that extra time. It shows you value your work, your time, and your creative energy, what makes them value it more too. By making revision limits part of the process, you'll also avoid the awkwardness of arguing later. All right. Instead of feeling like you're the bad guy, you can point to the policy you've already explained. Right? And that then will take the pressure off you and keep the conversation professional instead of personal. Now, some examples of this is a decorator, includes 2 revisions in every order. After that, she charges $35 per change. Once she explained that up front, customers became much quicker at deciding what they wanted. Another one is somebody wrote their policy right on the order form, includes 2 revisions. Additional charges will be billed hourly, $65 per hour, 1 hour minimum. The result? Fewer requests and faster approvals. So what's the action step? Is we need to add a revision policy to your invoices, your order forms, or emails, anywhere you communicate with them, and state exactly how many revisions are included and what happens if the customer wants more. Now, number 2, not a bad thing here at all. Not a bad thing here at all. Let's go ahead and let's use templates and style guides to reduce the requests. Because a lot of revision chaos come from customers who simply can't picture what they want. They don't know if they like script or block fonts. They don't know if they want regular vinyl or glitter vinyl. They don't know these things until they see it. And so you can cut this problem in half by giving them templates and style guides to choose from right from the start. By narrowing down those options, you save both you and your customers hours of trial and error. Instead of creating 10 random mockups, you guide them through the menu of options. This makes the customer feel more involved in the design process while keeping you in control. You know, Templates also give your business consistency. Over time, you'll build a library of mockups, fonts, and layouts that you know work well. That way, you're not reinventing the wheel for every order. You're just customizing proven designs for it. So, some examples of this is an embroiderer that created the font board, and it had 10 of their most popular fonts. Customers pick their favorite, and font changes request drop by 70%. Here's what we do. Pick from these. I know a lot of people who use the simple design catalog with pre-approved design layouts. Hey, these are our stock designs. We can change the stuff that's in here for it. Customers felt like they were choosing, but they weren't consistently the decorator wasn't consistently remaking designs from scratch. So, action step. We just need to create a simple PDF or image with your top 5 to 10 fonts, layouts, design options. And then you just share it with customers before you even start that first mock-up. Oh, excuse me. All right. Number 3. All right. Charge for your time beyond design basics. Your time is valuable. I cannot say that enough. Your time is valuable. Why don't you get paid for that? I don't know. Right? Many of us give away our time for free. You know, the reality is the create our creative your creativity and mock-up work is part of the service. When customers expect endless revisions, they're not just taking your time, they are devaluing your expertise. And the solution is to include a reasonable amount of design time in the price and then charge for anything extra. You know, when you charge for revisions, two things happen. Customers take the process more seriously and they make decisions faster. Instead of asking for just one more, they stop and think about what they really want before requesting changes. Now, this protects your time and ensures that you're getting paid for your work, not drained by it. Now, charging doesn't mean that you have to be rigid or greedy. It's about respecting your skills. You know, you wouldn't expect a mechanic to do endless adjustments for free, right? Hey, you're changing my tire. Go ahead and do my brakes while you're in there too. And hey, I also need my alternator. And hey, you might as well go ahead and vacuum it, right? Those are all extras. So, ways to do this. Decorator who included 30 minutes of design time in their package. Beyond that, $65 an hour, 1 hour minimum. Most customers are approved within that first one. The ones that didn't, they paid the extra price. And another one that they charged $35 for each additional revision fee. Once customers saw that there was a cost, they became much more decisive. So, action step for this is let's decide on a free design limit that feels fair, like 2 revisions, 30 minutes, and then write down the extra costs beyond that and share it in your policy. Okay, before we go on to 4 and 5, let's check in, see what comments we have. What do we got rocking with here? I La 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 la. I don't even know what a mock-up is. Yeah, it's the mock-up is what the design looks like on the shirt or clothing. Yep, that's what it is. Exactly what it is. Um, Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Jerry. You're welcome. The Wizard, our software, has the mock-ups built right into it. Yes, it does. Ooh, I like that verbiage for revisions. Right? What's the standard cost for additional revisions? That's up to you to decide. What's your hourly rate? How much time are you going to give them? Russ, $65 an hour, 1 hour minimum. Okay. Uh, let's see. Are they putting the revision verbiage on the quote? You should. You should right there have it in your policy when you're sending things out for it. I haven't. Don't know. I haven't had the problem of clients asking for more. I don't charge for extras. Jerry, should we bring up this shirt with the classic cars on that? Then how much change and went into that? How much time did that cost you? Mm-hmm. Just saying, Jerry. Remember that shirt? I do. Linda, cost is time and frustration. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So, number 4, let's streamline approvals with clear systems. Revisions drag on when there's no clear approval process. Customers keep asking for tweaks because they don't know when it's final. You can fix this by creating a system where the customer must sign off on a proof before you move forward. This process does 2 things for you. It protects you from disputes and it gives customers a clear stopping point. Once they sign it, the design is locked in. If they want changes afterwards, you charge appropriately. It also is going to build the professionalism in your brand. You're not just winging it, you are running a process. And we know that, digital tools make this easy. Even something as simple as having the customer reply approved by email or signing a PDF proof will prevent headaches later on. So, some examples, a Decker required all customers to reply approved to an email proof. When a customer complained about a wrong font, she pulled up the approval email. Argument ended instantly. You know, Another decorator uses a digital signed signature app for mock-up approvals. Once the customer signed, they rarely ask for changes after that. So what do we need to do for this action step? We just need to create an approval system, an email confirmation, a signed proof, or a checkbox on your order form. Before require this step before going into production. For us, you just have it there. By paying this invoice, you acknowledge that everything is correct. Spellings, fonts, everything is correct with it. After this, any additional changes are charged at X rate. Pretty simple. Which brings us to numeral 5. Let's communicate with confidence. The way you talk about revisions matter. If you sound apologetic or unsure, customers are going to feel like they can just keep pushing you. But when you communicate policies with confidence, people respect them. And confidence is about being rude. It's about being clear, calm, and professional. You know, you're not just setting limits for yourself. You are teaching your customers how to treat you. When you calmly say 2 revisions are included, after that there's a fee, you're showing that your time has value. When you explain that mock-ups are part of the design process, not an unlimited playground, you position yourself as the expert. Confidence also makes conversation shorter and less stressful. So instead of debating or over explaining, you just state your boundary and you move forward. Customers will often mirror your tone. If you're confident, they'll back down quicker. So some examples is a decorator says, "Sorry, but I guess I'll have to charge extra for that." Customers push back. Now she says 2 revisions are included. Additional changes are $25 each. Pushback stopped. Another one said, mock-ups are for preview, not endless designs. Once approved, we go to press. Its tone made all the process feel firm but fair. So, action step for this is just write out one confident sentence that you can use when customers push for extra reversion. Let's try it again. Write out one confident sentence that you can use when customers push for extra revisions. And practice saying it out loud until it feels natural. So, to recap all of this, mock-up madness doesn't have to drain your energy or profits. With the right systems and boundaries, you can handle revisions without stress. And 5 ways that we can do that. Set clear limits on revisions up front. Use templates and style guides to reduce requests. Charge, charge, charge for your time beyond design basics. Streamline your approvals with clear systems. And finally, communicate with confidence. By protecting your time, setting your limits, and showing up with confidence, you'll keep mock-ups manageable and customers will respect your process more. Now, that's what we got for you here today on this fine, fine Friday. Monday, Monday, we're going to talk something fun as we're especially here in the fourth quarter. Chasing payments. Oh, hey, how do we stop getting ghosted and start getting paid up front? That's what we're going to talk about on Monday. So that should be a great show for it. Now, questions, comments, concerns before we move on. Upcoming stuff. We've got this going on. We're still Tuesday with Todd. Not sure. It depends when stuff shows up or what we're doing for that, but be one of multiple things with there. We've got a few different things that we're having the works as far as looking forward to Black Friday, Flash Day specials, because remember in November we've got my birthday, we've got Pilar's birthday, and we've got Crystal birthday. So that's like the birthday bonanza. And that's maybe what we'll call it, a birthday bonanza. We'll run a flash sale with limited quantity of products for X amount of days leading up to Black Friday. Sounds like a good plan, right? Uh, Other updates, tune in Tuesday for updates on those, but we've got stuff in the works and we'll give it there. I'll say things are a lot closer today than they were on Monday, which is always a plus for it. And let's see, I'm not sharing with you ever again. Jerry, I'm just pointing out that was like How many hours? I think it was like 40 hours of revisions. Just saying. And then it wasn't even what she wanted, remember? At least I remember. That's how I remember it to be. You can use Canva to create templates to create mockups too. Absolutely. Makes sense to me. Good. Not only that, it covers the cost of the shirt. No, that's just a design process. Like for us, we have stock designs that they can choose from. Excuse me, stock designs that they can choose from, where there's no design fee in it. When customers send in their designs, if print ready artwork, nothing in that. When they want us to create something, hey, I want to see this, this, and this. Hey, here's the design fee that you're paying for that. Yeah, absolutely. Custom. Absolutely. Anything that we do with custom design fees on it, like so the ways that you don't pay a design fee, you have print ready artwork. So when a lot of our B2B stuff, hey, here's our logo. This is what we need on it. This is what we're going to do for it. They might say, hey, if it's a single color stuff, we need it black on this color shirt, white on this. Nothing hard at that. Um, when somebody wants templates, we have a whole system that they're able to go through and pick out templates, and we can change the colors, the fonts, everything with that. That just gives them the base model for it. We don't charge for that because it's just part of our templates. It's where, using the design wizard and live templates, you can create. Here's our PDFs. Choose any of these. What's your colors? What's your name? What's this? We can change that out for you, and that's included in our process. If you need something custom, that's where the design fee comes into it. And yes, we charge. People like those. That's why we don't do a lot of those single orders. We're like, hey, you want something simple on it? You better provide the artwork. You want something that we're going to have to put some time into it? You're going to have to pay this design fee because we could have an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours in designing it. And then you're just giving away for free. For me, it depends on the order size and design complexity. No, it doesn't, Jerry. We've seen you do stuff that was super complex you didn't charge for. You just proved it up there. Love you, Jerry. Sharon, how many computers are you going to be able to put the Wizard 6 on? Two, because it's the same license as before. Two licenses. Anything more than that, you'll need another purchase for it. Two is that on there. Yep. I charge a design fee for custom orders and digitized fee for embroidery. Absolutely. Yep. Canva. You can do a lot there in Canva for it. So, with that, does anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns? We are going to the weekend. We're coming up on crunch time here. We've got a lot of stuff happening in the next couple of weeks, just on the retail side of things, because 4 short months ago, which would have been June, yeah, 4 short months ago, our plan was to be in Printing United here at the middle of the month, towards the end of the month, and Disney Cruise. That's not happening for me, at least. They're still doing Disney Cruise, no Printing United because we're working. But with our schedule, we have stuff blocked off because there's no production that week. I'm not doing that to myself. There's boom, stop, done. Everything will happen after that. So that's we have our schedule, what's coming in and out. On your guys' side, supply side, everything will still be rocking. Printing will still happen, orders will still be pulled. Stock levels are coming back up. We have until the 6th, so what's that, Monday is when China reopens. So I get to continue on our conversations, getting stuff here. I've got tracking numbers and stuff, but nothing's moving. So hopefully I can have an update more for you on Tuesday on where things are with that. There's a great chance that we will have Spangle Machine up, or Spangle Machine. Oh, why did I just say that? Spangle Machine. Mm-hmm. Cames Machine up and running this weekend. Maybe even two, but one, the goal is to have one up and going this weekend. And we'll talk more all about that on Tuesday with Todd. Uh, what happens in mentorship? But Jerry, when it's a learning experience for everyone, I didn't say Jerry in Ohio took on a job of a shirt that she shouldn't have done because she was trying to be nice and had 37 people working 37 hours on it. I mean, did I say that out loud? Sharon, you could deactivate one license in that shop and reactivate at home. Yep, the reverse process. You absolutely could. Uh, and Linda says we charge an hourly design thing, not a design time, not a design fee. The designs belong to me. Yeah, and that's way it's you can do it, a few ways because we can do that where we own the design or they purchase the design. When they purchase it, it's a lot more. Like when we're doing logo designs, when we're doing things like that, $500 minimum. You want it, $500 minimum. We're doing it, we're converting it, it's ours. You want it, $500 minimum. We haven't had any pushback back yet, so that's what we go with. We're crossing fingers, Linda. We're crossing fingers. We're getting stuff done so we can get those here, and it'll be a fun process. And then it's a matter of, okay, what all extra do we need to order for these? Because the inventory, the inventory, it's scary. It's scary. Uh, Dana, thank you very much. We remember we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure like, subscribe, sharing's caring, doing all that fun stuff. With that, we've got our mentorship call. We'll talk more about that. Mentorship group will be opening soon to everyone. We're finishing up the back end of some things and moving some stuff over, but that should be finished up soon. Oh, two of them sitting there staring at me. I talked to them yesterday. We had a good conversation about I'm going to be good to them. They're going to be good to me. They're in good hands now because I'm not touching them. It's going to be Corey handling that side of it. I'll help I'll help keep them running. Sometimes you just got to have that conversation in front of them, tell them how much you love them and how good you're going to be. And now they get to experience snow. They've never seen snow in their life. We're going to say you're going to have a very Merry Christmas. We'll send it out there. We're going to come up with names for them because I don't think they've ever been named. They were just numbers. Johnny Five. Johnny Five was much more happier when he has Johnny Five. So just saying, we'll come up with that. So, with that, everybody have an amazing day. We'll be back here on Monday for you. So, until then, peace, love, press on. We will see you.